Welcome back to Stock School Daily.
$200 million. That is just a crazy number for a creator-led company, but you're saying it's 100% confirmed.
It is firm. This isn't a rumor. The investment is locked in. $200 million. We saw Bitmine's chairman, Tom Lee, confirm it himself on CNBC.
Right.
And it's been all over CoinDesk, Benzinga, you name it. There's a timeline, too. The deal formally closes on or about January 19th, 2026. So this is happening.
And to really get the scale here, you have to understand the players. I mean, these are titans in their own fields. On the finance side, you have Bitmine.
Right. They are, and this isn't an exaggeration, the world's largest Ethereum Treasury company.
And what does that mean in, like, real assets?
It means they have a fortress of a balance sheet. They're sitting on about 4.17 million ETH. Yeah, which at current prices is somewhere around $13 billion. That's their treasury. And that's what protects their downside. It gives them this incredible financial stability that they can now use to build something new.
And on the other side, the culture side, you have Mr. Beast. It's almost hard to put into words how big his reach is.
It's astronomical.
The #1 creator in the world. We're talking over 450 million subscribers. He gets more than 5 billion views a month. That's bigger than most countries. It's bigger than most legacy media empires.
And that's why this signals such a profound shift for Bitmine. They're not just a company that holds crypto anymore. The reports really hammer this home, that $200 million is meant to turn Bitmine into the basic infrastructure for the whole creator economy.
So they're moving from just being a vault to being, what, the plumbing?
The plumbing, the payment rails, the whole network.
Yeah.
A consumer financial company.
Okay, so here's the critical question. Why? Why make this huge leap? Why tie your future to the, let's be honest, the very fickle world of online celebrity?
Well, the answer, according to Tom Lee, is actually very simple. It's a thesis. Attention is the new currency.
Ah.
And that phrase, it just cuts right to the heart of the biggest problem in finance today, which is getting customers. I mean, traditional banks spend billions and billions trying to get young people's attention, and they're failing.
Which leads right into the first strategy the reports talk about. They call it the trust arbitrage. I love that phrase. So cynical, but so accurate.
It is. Bitmine is basically arbitraging a cultural gap. For Gen Z, Gen Alpha, and even a lot of millennials, trust in old institutions, banks, media, it's just been cratering for years.
Since 2008, really?
Exactly. So who do they trust? They trust the creators they watch every single day. They trust Jimmy.
But can you really just buy that trust? Can you bypass decades of brand building by just partnering with someone?
The numbers suggest it's not even a question. This deal lets Bitmine leapfrog all of that spending. Why buy a Super Bowl ad when you could just be in a Mr. Beast video that gets 5 billion views? They get immediate, high-trust access to 450 million potential users. Their cost for acquisition is basically zero.
Okay, but I have to play devil's advocate for a second.
Now go for it.
You're betting the entire company pivot on one guy. What happens if there's a scandal? That 450 million person asset suddenly becomes a huge liability, doesn't it?
That is the absolute critical risk.
Yeah.
And the report kind of addresses this by focusing on the next step. They aren't just buying trust to sit on it. They're using it as the onboarding ramp.
Yeah.
And that brings us to the second strategy, the DeFi Trojan horse.
The Trojan horse. Okay.
The goal is to get users in the door with trust, but to keep them with a product that's actually better.
And we know what that product is, or at least the brand name, because of the trademark filing.
Exactly. They've filed for Mr. Beast Financial. It's not subtle. The plan is to build out a full financial services platform, banking, payments, lending, all running on Bitmine's Ethereum infrastructure.
So a bank for digital natives, basically, distributed by the biggest digital native on the planet. But what does a Beast wallet actually do?
The reports describe it as this.
Yeah.
This unified experience. Think about all the digital stuff a young person has that has real value, but is totally separate from their bank account.
Like what? Gaming skins.
Gaming skins, loyalty points, gift cards, you name it. Things that are valuable, but you can't really use them like money. The Beast wallet brings all of that together into one place.
Okay, give me a concrete example.
Sure. Imagine you have a rare in-game item that's worth, say, $500. Normally, that's just locked in the game.
Right.
With the Beast wallet, because it's all running on Ethereum rails that Bitmine provides, you could potentially use the value of that skin to instantly pay for a Mr. Beast burger, or even use it as collateral for a small loan. All in one app, no bank involved.
That's Yeah, that is a powerful idea. It's not just a wallet for money, it's a wallet for your entire digital life.
That's the vision.
So if the vision is that big, we have to talk valuation. This move should totally change how Wall Street looks at Bitmine, right? This is where that 10x to 50x number comes from.
It all comes down to market-based valuation. Right now, the market looks at Bitmine and sees a, frankly, boring crypto treasury company.
Or a miner.
Or a miner, yeah. And those businesses trade at a pretty low price-to-earnings ratio, a PE of around 10x. That signals, slow growth, stagnation.
But they're not going to be that company anymore. They're trying to become a consumer platform.
Exactly. The second MrBeast Financial launches successfully, the market stops comparing them to miners and starts comparing them to Cash App or PayPal.
And those companies trade at what, 50x PE, sometimes more?
50, 60, sometimes even higher. Because their value isn't just their current assets. It's their future growth, their user base, the transaction volume. The whole story changes.
So how does the math work? How do they justify that jump from a 10x multiple to a 50x multiple?
Well, it starts with the value of Beast Industries itself, which is already valued at around $5 billion. That $200 million from Bitmine isn't for making videos. It's the rocket fuel to launch these big new projects.
Like Beast Mobile and the financial platform.
Right. And here's the kicker. The metric that triggers this whole re-rating, it's not even that high.
What is it?
The report says that if MrBeast Financial can capture just 1% of his audience, just 1%.
And 1% of 450 million is 4.5 million users.
4.5 million active users. The moment they hit that, Wall Street has to treat them like a high-growth fintech company. The stock's narrative completely flips.
So 4.5 million users is the tipping point that could, in theory, 5x the company's valuation multiple.
That's the thesis. It's all about reaching a scale that proves the model works.
Okay, this is all happening very fast. The deal is closing soon. What are the immediate catalysts we should be watching for?
Two big ones. First is the date we mentioned, January 19th, 2026. That's the closing. Expect a massive PR blitz that day. A joint announcement, maybe the first white paper for MrBeast Financial.
And the second one is even sooner. It's basically today.
Today, yeah, the shareholder meeting. Tom Lee is scheduled to present the first product roadmap for this partnership. It's happening to win in Vegas. That's when we're going to get the real details on the Beast wallet and the timeline.
So after the roadmap, what's next? This is where the Super Bowl effect comes in, right?
Yes, and it's the perfect term for it. I mean, a big MrBeast video gets more views than the Super Bowl consistently.
Right.
Now, just imagine a video where the challenge is, the first person to buy a private jet with their new Beast card gets to keep it.
It's not an ad you have to sit through. It's baked into the entertainment that people are actively choosing to watch.
That's the magic. Bitmine gets this global high-trust exposure that you just can't buy. No company can. It's organic, it's viral, and it's aimed at the exact people they need to win over.
Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more.